Many people visit Las Vegas with the expectation that they'll be dazzled by the neon signs, the slot machines, and the grandeur that the palatial casinos have to offer. And they're not wrong either. Vegas is a dazzling place with some of the most luxurious amenities and carefully crafted experiences a city could offer. But the idea that the experiences Vegas has to offer only are found in the city, that couldn't be further from the truth. The area around Las Vegas is home to some of the most beautiful natural areas that I've had the good fortune to see. So if you have a bit of city fatigue, here are 5 natural areas you can visit to unwind before hitting the Strip again. Now, one of my favorites is the Red Rock Canyon Natural Conservation Area, one of the most easily accessible of the natural areas. Red Rock Canyon is a mere half hour from the Strip. We see folks who live in Summerlin riding their bikes to the park all the time because it's so easy to get to, and it's worth the visit. Red Rock Canyon has an unbelievable landscape, marked by beautiful red and cream-colored stones, surrounded by towering mountains and vast tracts of open land. We've seen lizards, burros, scorpions, and tortoises out there, as well as a wide variety of cactus species, wildflowers, and yucca plants, making this area a reminder that even the desert is home to abundant life. Red Rock is a popular place for hikers, with dozens of well-worn trails that track up mountains, lead to springs, showcase 800-year-old petroglyphs, and carve deep canyons. You may also see rock climbers, bikers, and the occasional horseback riders as you work your way through this beautiful natural area. Much of the conservation area is built around the 13-mile scenic drive, so you can quickly get from one location to another by car, and then step out and wander around until your heart's content. Perhaps one of the most beautiful areas near Vegas, and that's saying something, the Valley of Fire State Park is unlike any other park we've seen. Valley of Fire offers a rocky environment full of multicolored sandstone. It's a desert area surrounded by mountains similar to Red Rock Canyon, but in a much larger area and with a higher frequency of awe-inspiring rock formations. Valley of Fire is known around the world for its stunning Aztec sandstone. These impressive rock formations are bright red and stretch for miles through the park, creating a landscape that's almost Martian in appearance. That same redstone is where the name Valley of Fire comes from, too. When the sun strikes the rock at the right angle, it looks like the whole valley is ablaze. Valley of Fire spans 40,000 acres. Unfortunately, it's nearly an hour away from the Strip, making it a little harder to reach, but there's more to explore. In all that acreage, you'll find enormous rock formations like Gibraltar Rock, so named because its profile bears a striking resemblance to the promontory in Europe, and the Beehives Formation, which look like, beehives, as well as Atlatl Rock's 2,000-year-old petroglyphs and multiple spaces with petrified trees. Many folks who visit Valley of Fire drive around the park, then hike to one of the choice of their jaw-dropping vistas. But you don't even have to leave your car to be awestruck. The entire valley is like a painting come true. This is also one of the best places to see bighorn sheep, if you want to. During a super bloom, entire meadows seem to spring up out of nowhere, and cactuses showcase nearly every color of the rainbow in their flowers. Its stunning rock formations and abundance of flora and fauna, it makes this a worthy stop. By the way, if you want to get into nature but you still want a bit of adventure, there are companies that run UTV tours in the area just outside Valley of Fire. You can race along the mountains, soaking up all the scenery while zipping along the desert. It's really a lot of fun. Lake Mead Natural Recreation Area is one of the more well-known natural areas in around Vegas. Lake Mead's water levels have been in decline for years, making this region appear to be less of a desert oasis. But there's still plenty to see along the miles of lakeshore. Lake Mead Natural Recreation Area is a well-maintained natural area that winds all around the enormous man-made lake created by Hoover Dam. This reservoir offers camping near the water's edge, hiking, biking along the various trails, and miles of water and tributaries to boat through. Lake Mead is about a 40-minute drive from the Strip, but it's easy to fill an entire day up there and see all that there is to see. If you prefer dipping into history of the area, aim for Hoover Dam and its tour. Or if you want to see some of the stunning scenery that has drawn millions around the lake's emerald waters over the years, hop on Lakeshore Road and pull to the side when you see something interesting. One of our favorite drives is along the North Shore Road, which will actually take you near a ghost town that was submerged by the lake, making for a very spooky sight. And if you're inclined to see 2 or 3 of my favorite natural areas in one day, you can head all the way up to the Valley of Fire by taking North Shore Road to Valley of Fire Highway. All right, you're looking for a way to beat the heat. Did you know you can go skiing near Las Vegas? Yeah. There's a place called Mount Charleston, sometimes referred to as Springs Mountain, high enough in elevation to have good snow a good chunk of the year. Before getting into Mount Charlton, let's talk a bit about the geography. Now, Mount Whitney is the tallest point of the lower 48 states. Badwater Basin is the lowest point in the lower 48 states. And those 2 points, they're only separated by 80 miles. And both of those points are within 200 miles of Las Vegas. Think about that. The lowest point in the lower 48 and the highest point in the lower 48, they're only separated by 80 miles and they're only 200 miles from Vegas. Now that's the sort of geography you see out at this part of the U.S. High highs and low lows, making this region full of extremes. The area around Las Vegas has some examples of the ultra-prominent mountains, too, and Mount Charlton is perhaps one of the coolest ones. It's only a 45-minute drive, but in that time you'll gain 5,500 feet, bringing you from Las Vegas' lower desert region to Mount Charles alpine peaks. You can see snow, waterfalls, pine trees, and plenty of mountainous hiking all throughout this area, making a very different environment from what you'll see in the city. Mount Charleston is also home to a ski resort, so if you'd rather trade your hiking boots for some skis, that's absolutely an option, and pretty fun one at that. Mount Charlton is an exceedingly peaceful place, so if you want to get out of the Vegas heat, this is a great place to plan a day trip to. Perhaps the most easily accessible of the natural areas is the Springs Preserve, a mere 10-minute drive from the Strip. Springs Preserve feels more like a true city park than many of the enormous recreation areas on our list, but it's a well-conceived and carefully taken care of place. Springs Preserve is all about showcasing the natural springs that allowed the Las Vegas Valley to sustain life. I mean, this spring is where Las Vegas was born. It's the reason it's here, and it used to gush thousands of gallons a minute. At the Springs Preserve, you'll be able to see some of the pristine natural springs, visit several museums, which are great options for those traveling with kids, and learn a bit about how life sprung up in the valley. They cover a lot of the history and do a good job of educating visitors to the natural history of the Las Vegas region. There are plenty of walking paths around here, so it's easy to get into nature, even here in the city. If you're looking for a good natural area but you don't want to leave the town completely, this is a good spot to go in the afternoon. So there you have it. 5 of my favorite natural areas around Las Vegas. The city is an amazing place, and we talk about many of the incredible shows and casinos and nightlife in our Vegas app. But we also go into detail of some of the natural things that you can find, too. Sometimes it's nice to just get into nature, and I hope this list will help you find a bit of peace, maybe even some adventure, in the outdoors on your next Las Vegas trip.